Greetings, everyone. Welcome to an episode of T. Gresh Realty. Okay, it's T. Gresh Realty. And welcome to my channel. This is the first time that I've actually come on to address you all live like this. Well, actually posting a video, you all. So I just want to give you some insight and clarity into the real estate realm, you all. I am your real estate queen. Okay, shouts out to me. I was licensed, okay, in another state, and I relocated, okay, so I am now licensed in another state, and I like this state a whole lot better. I wanted to start off this channel specifically for real estate purposes, but also helping those that may be thinking about getting into real estate and what you can look forward to. You know me. Hallo, guten Tag, how are you? Wie geht es Ihnen? You know, I speak a little bit of Deutsch, okay? German, for all of those who are not abreast with the language. I used to reside in Germany for about 5 years. So it is your real estate queen, brought to you, yours truly, okay? I wanted to start this channel for those of you who may not be familiarized with what it is like to become a realtor, the day in the life of being a realtor, and what it takes to be successful in real estate, you all. So I want to get a little acquainted. I know on this channel, this is the first time that I've actually posted myself on this channel, so you can actually see me in a video. But if you all follow my Instagram, it's t.gresh_realty, and then I also have a TikTok. It's t.gresh_realty on TikTok, you all. Okay. When I first was told that I should start a real estate channel, I was not too pressed on doing that, you all. I don't think I really wanted to start a real estate channel, but I guess it's something good to do, okay? I like to meet my customers in person. I like to go off of energy and vibes, and I like to work with those who are willing and want to work with me. So that's just simply how I go. I don't like to pressure sell anyone. I don't like to be pushy. So when I do open houses and I'm asking you to fill out the information sheet, it's not so that I can pressure you all. Sometimes you might not really hear from me much at all if I'm extremely busy, but I do try to make sure that if you are in the market and you're looking for something, I at least touch bases with you, that you have my contact information so that we can move forward. So with all that being said, there's so much I could tell you about real estate. So let's get going here. And I took the liberty and the due diligence to make a checklist for you all. If you are thinking about starting your real estate career in a real estate profession, there are some things to take into account. So thinking about being a realtor, okay, that's the question. These are the things you should consider. The cost of class, okay? For real estate school, in the 2 states that I was licensed, the real estate class cost about $560. If I remember correctly, you're going to pay at least $500 for a 6-week course class, okay? 6 weeks. And the class schedule runs anywhere from between 9 to 5 p.m., which was the course that I took Monday through Friday. Or you can also go to... they have like weekend school, but you get really crammed and rushed if you're doing that. Some people do that if they're working full time. Now, this is neither here nor there, but this is my little advice to you. If you wish to start a real estate profession, I'm going to nudge you to take FMLA if you can, okay? So you can focus on your dreams and you don't have to be so flustered trying to cram everything in, because it's not fair to you. This is your life. This is your life journey. No job gets to own you, okay? You own the job that you want, okay? So that's how I would look at it. You work for 15, 20, 10 years of your life, whatever time you give to your career, or to your job, they don't own you, okay? You are a blessing, okay, to the job. So if it's something you want to do, wholeheartedly pursue it. And that is just something that you're going to have to think about within yourself. I also want to talk about the national and state exam, okay? The cost of those are going to run you over $100. Okay, so you're going to pay for both of them together. I think it's around $150. I'll have to double check on the pricing, so please forgive me because I can't recall off the top of my head, and I don't have my receipts in front of me. Okay, now there are books to study. Okay, and I did go to the Superior School of Real Estate. I did take the North Carolina Real Estate Principles and Practices. Okay, this is the book right here that you will be working with, more than likely, you all. And then you will also get what's called a study guide book, and they call it the Adventure Guide. Shout out to Bruce Moyer. He was my instructor, you all. If you ever get a chance, he's very lively. He makes class very interesting, so you're not so bored, because if you sit there for 8 hours a day, I mean, come on. This is the 79-hour broker pre-licensing course. Okay, so that is going to be your study guide, your adventure guide. That's where you're going to do all of your questions and write down a lot of things. Another book that is going to be useful, and you're going to get this in class, you all, is this is called the Real Estate Licensing. Okay, you should receive a copy of this in your class. This is actually going to help you pass your national and your state exam. Okay, so just to give you some clarity, the national section has 80 items on it, and the state section has 40 items on it. Now, while it does not seem like a lot, okay, it can be very intense. So to actually score, you know, you need to get a certain amount of these correct on the exam, you all. This book tells you about applying for and scheduling your examination. It tells you about your exam eligibility. They will do like a background check on you. So if you are a felon, I wouldn't say that you cannot get licensed, but you need to disclose any type of mishaps in your criminal background so that they'll know whether or not you qualify to continue on with the course, because you don't want to waste your time or your money. And on the back, I put thank you to the universe, because I passed, you all, and I am now a licensed realtor. So this is a very good book to have. You will receive one of these hard copies, and you also can pull this up, I think, with your course online as well. But it's good to have the actual hard copy as well, and it gives you a lot of good, insightful information that you need to know for your exam. So there are exam questions in that. Another book that I also purchased, I don't know if it's in here or not, was I can't find it, but it's another book that was recommended to me by my mentor. And that's another thing that I want to talk to you about. When you take the exam, please study thoroughly for that exam. Study the exam questions over and over and over and over again as much as possible. They will word these questions to trick you up, okay? When you do take your classes, in the middle of class, you're going to have break time, of course. You're going to have lunch time, and usually lunch is provided to you almost every single day. I mean, well, not every single day, but they do provide lunch to you. Sometimes it's sponsored by other real estate agencies, other brokers, other firms will sponsor it. Lenders, mortgage lenders, they're going to be doing their sales pitch. They also are going to want you to use them for financing and things of that such. So just understand that, you know, it's all about networking and business. During the course of lunch, you'll have other realtors to come in and tell you about their story, why you should join their firm or their brokerage. And so that is strictly up to you who you wish to, you know, hang your license with. But you do have to hang your license to become active, because if you just pass the state and national exam, you can't practice if you're not actually with an actual firm, okay? You do have to be in real estate and practicing it full time successfully for about 2 to 3 years to become a broker in charge. So that means that you are the broker and you have the realtors under you, okay? Let's see. What else did we want to talk about? We talked about the exams. Your instructor should definitely offer you help. And if they offer tutor sessions, take advantage of the tutor sessions. I know our instructor offered tutor sessions. We all paid him very handsomely to tutor us. And guess what? I passed my test the first time around. You will have two chances to take your exam for the class. The first one, hopefully you pass. If not, there's a second chance to take it. You all, the state and national exam, you could take it an unlimited amount of times up, but you only get 6 months to actually pass. If 6 months comes about and you have not passed from the time that you've taken and completed your class, then you're gonna have to take the entire 6-week class all over again. That's more money, that's more time, that's more energy, and we don't want to do that. There is also a YouTube channel, and my apologies for not doing my due diligence to research and write his name down. He is who I listened to, you all, when I was in the shower, when I was driving to my exams. I listened to him when I was cleaning up, organizing, and he's excellent in getting you prepared for that state and national exam, especially for the state of North Carolina. I did my research. This was a very difficult exam for me to pass, you all. And I don't fail at anything, but this particular exam really was a challenge for me. And I was dealing with a lot too, emotionally and mentally and in my life, but I still passed. Thank goodness for that. You all, I drove 3 hours to take this exam. Normally, I would have only had to drive like 20 to 25 minutes away. COVID hit. I had to wait. I could not take the exam. I had to wait. And literally, I had like 7 to 10 more days. And if I hadn't completed that exam and passed, I was on the verge of having to retake the whole thing. So thank goodness that I passed, you all. There are a lot of people who don't do it the first time around. What do you pay for? This is very informative information that I think you need to consider when you become a realtor, or if you're thinking about it. You are going to be paying for what's called the Super E-Key and Lockbox. This gives you access into the houses when you go show houses. If you have showings, if you have open houses, you can get into the house. So you all are familiar with that lockbox, okay? You want to become very well abreast and acquainted with how to utilize and use the lockbox, because it's difficult when you have clients standing there and you're fidgeting around with that lockbox, okay, and you can't get in. So make sure you practice that ahead of time before you go to show a listing or have an open house, you all. Another thing is you will be paying what's called errors and omissions insurance. Some firms say that they take care of that for you. A lot of times you pay that. For this particular firm, it's $320 every quarter, I believe. So that helps you have legal representation in case you make any type of legal situations occur for yourself. Hopefully you don't do that, but this pays for the attorneys to help you in real estate in case there are any legal situations that should arise, or if you have any legal questions for your clients and you need to consult with an attorney, okay? Also, there is also, I think it's like $560. This is to join what's called the multiple listing service. MLS is what it's called. This gives you access to all of the properties before it hits Trulia, before it hits Realtor.com, before it hits Zillow.com. You're able to actually see what's coming on the market, and you can actually show these houses to your clients so that they are ahead of, you know, the regular internet. This is a very good service to have, and you actually need it to be a realtor, okay? So there's no way to get around it. You'll also be paying to be a member of the National Association of Realtors, okay? So some of these fees you cannot avoid. I'm trying to think, what else do you need to pay for? That's really all I can think of for right now. These fees, the $500 for the class, you also get the books included with the class, and unless you want to, you know, purchase some other books for your own familiarity with the exam. You'll also need to pay the $500 that I was telling you to become a member of the MLS and the National Association of Realtors. Plus you will be paying for the E-Key and Lockbox. That's about $100 $125 to $175 every quarter, you all. So every 3 months you'll be paying for that. So there are fees involved with being a licensed realtor. You are a 1099 contractor, so you work for yourself, but you are partnered or brokered with a firm. So right now I am with a firm, and I do enjoy the people that are in my office. They're very helpful. I would stress heavily, if you do not have a mentor, that you hurry up and decide on becoming a partner with a mentor. Get someone that is very tenured and seniored, someone that doesn't have a problem helping you. Mentorship is going to be very important in your course, in your journey of real estate, you all. So these are the things that I felt that people may not have knowledge of, that they should have knowledge of when they are thinking about becoming a realtor, because you don't want these surprises coming up on you. You do have to take CE classes, so you are abreast with what that is like. If you've already held a license before in another profession, you do have to take CE, which is continuing education, within a certain time frame. You do have to pay, I think it's $45 before. It's in the springtime, you all. So it's like before June 30th or something like that, or May 30th. You need to pay your $45, because if not, you don't want to be placed on inactive status. Okay. It's just $45. Go ahead and pay the fee. If you ever change your address, if you ever change your name, you must notify the real estate commission. They need to know your legal name. They need to know if you've moved. They need to know your address. So those are the things you need to be abreast with. And that's pretty much it, you all. So if you're thinking about being a realtor, welcome to the profession. Real estate is definitely what you put into it. Do not think it's like what you see on HGTV. All of that has production behind it. They have directors, okay? Real estate is going to allow you an opportunity to do a lot of things in your life, to meet a lot of people that you may not normally would have met in a normal 9-to-5 job working in the office. You will be driving a lot. You'll be using a lot of gas, and you'll be having the opportunity to have a lot of networking opportunities. And that is what real estate is all about, you all. I hope you have enjoyed my video, and I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for, following this page. It is t.gresh_realty on Instagram. And it is your real estate queen. Thank you all. And until next time.